is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
Go! Hello! I don't know where those licks come from, but it's really awesome. It's probably because I have an attitude. Hey, everybody, my name's Ted Nugent, and you can't imagine how much I'm enjoying being Ted Nugent. Oh, he's full of himself. Yeah, and I don't seek, what is it when you need a self-esteem? I don't need to go to the self-esteem, what do you call it when you go to the bank, get money? What's it called? The ATM? This isn't an ATM for self-esteem. I've never been to an ATM. Why would you have to go somewhere to get cash? Why don't you already have cash? Anyhow, my name is Ted Nugent. I'm having the time of my life, and I'm willing to share it with you because I'm such a compassionate, loving, giving man. I'm so tolerant of all choices in life, unless it includes men beating up women in Olympic sports. I'm not tolerant of that. So the Democrat Party wants you to believe that they're for the people, except for the men beating the hell out of women in Olympic sports. They're for the people, except for the people that beat up other people that they facilitate, encourage, cultivate, nurture, and celebrate. The Democrat Party is the party of the Ku Klux Klan. By the way, this is a birdline. It's a little high. Notes. Those are not legal notes because truth, logic, and common sense is still legal no matter what Hillary Clinton says that you should be tried criminally or civilly for expressing yourself with a meme that might hurt somebody's feelings. This is Planet of the Apes. I think that my guitar is angry. So anyhow, welcome back to the Spirit Campfire, but there's so much going on that you have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. I was on the phone with a U.S. Marine Corps blood brother hero this morning, Bob Levins, in the wilds of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, God's country. In fact, I'd like to think that what I have here in southern Michigan is like God's country. It's like a chunk of land, wildlife paradise that after 6 days, was that on the 7th day, what did God do? He said he rested, right? But on the 8th day, he went, you know, there's going to be a ever unleash breeding soundtracks? And Johnny Big, the Texas Soul Brother, this guy sings. You know, Derek St. Holmes is one of the greatest singers. In fact, Derek's on the road. Derek's doing some gigs. If you ever get to see Derek St. Holmes, go see him. If you ever get to see Mark Farner's out there doing gigs. If you ever get the chance to go see him, go see Derek St. Holmes. The guy is a monster guitar player, so soulful. But you know what? Johnny Big actually sings Hey Baby and Stranglehold, two of Derek's greatest, by the way. And Just What the Doctor Ordered. Unbelievable vocals. Derek, I love you. If you get a chance to see Derek St. Holmes, go see him. People go, well, you fired him. No, I didn't fire him. He quit to pursue his own music, which is the American dream. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of gonzo happiness. That's what he did. Derek, I love you. He knows I love him. And he's out there jamming. If you get to see Derek St. Holmes or Mark Farner of Grand Funk Railroad, brand new record out right now, Closer to My Home. Such great music. Styx, Tommy Shaw and the great Styx band. They're out there touring. Ario, I just heard that Ario Speedwagon is not touring. My buddy Sammy Hagar with Joe Satriani and Jason Bonham and Michael Anthony. I don't know who the keyboard player is, but he's awesome. I wish I knew his name. Somebody could put it on the screen for me. But whoever is around Sammy Hagar is world-class musical forces. And he's over in Japan right now teaching them Japanese music lovers how to rock and roll. And Eddie Trunk, my great Eddie Trunk musical celebration radio guy, he's over there with Sammy. So there's a lot of great music out there. Who else is out there playing? I think, isn't Metallica still doing gigs? They do stadium. They make $26 million a night. You guys are awesome. And they play soulful heavy metal. It's more rhythm and blues oriented heavy metal, just heavier. Like if James Brown had more amplifiers and a white bass player. I'm not knocking whatever that bass player's name is in Metallica. He's awesome. He's got the rhythm groove down. But I have the rhythm groove down, you know? It's all about the right hand. It's the right hand for the most important things in life. The right hand, if you're right-handed, or like Fred Bear was left-handed, which, by the way, Fred Bear, boy, do I have the stories after Grain in Michigan. But everything in life revolves around the right hand. You know, if you keep brushing your teeth twice a day like you're supposed to, you will never poke yourself in the eyeball with your toothbrush because it's repetition. It only goes into the mouth. So if you do it every day, and if you throw three-pointers every day, you get really good at them. If you shoot a bow and arrow every day, if you weld every day, you should be a welder. Don't take psychology classes as the colleges rip you off for nothing. You'll accomplish nothing. Learn how to weld. The most important people in the world are welders, rock pickers, venison providers, soul music, animal breeding, soundtrack perpetuators. But the right hand guides my life. I never poke myself in the eye with the toothbrush or the fork because I repeat. So every day I repeat the mystical flight of the effervescent arrow from my Matthews bow. It doesn't matter what kind of bow you shoot. I aim small, miss small, and I go, what would Shemaine do? Oh, bullseye. Which, by the way, speaking of bullseyes, I promote and celebrate conservation. The killing of the surplus game animals and fish every year to maintain a healthy biodiversity and balance to make room for next spring's production of said wildlife. And then I distribute pure, organic, delicious, fun to shop for venison to soup kitchens and homeless shelters. I'm like Mother Teresa with a sharp stick. If you don't shoot a bow and arrow, you don't know what a complete fulfillment of the great spirit of life is. Get a lightweight, graceful bow and arrow. I'm not kidding. There's so much ugliness going on. Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party are just evil. Well, I'm a Democrat and I don't believe, yet if your team believes that men should rape women in women-only prisons, that's your team. Well, that's not what I believe. That's what the Democrats believe in. That's your team. The team that boycotted, that fought against the Civil Rights Act, that's your team. Your team has opened the border to kill hundreds of thousands of Americans with fentanyl made in China, and then they import Chinese invaders through the open border and jihadists. And, well, that's your team. You Democrats, that's your team. No, that's your team. Your team is dangerous, toxic, tyrannical, and pure rot. So here's the point. We're going to put it on the screen nonstop. HunterNation.org. HunterNation.org is reaching out to people with values. God, family, country, law and order, good over evil. No, you can't steal $950 worth of stuff from mom and pop business. That's not okay. You can't release murderers and rapists and carjackers to rape and murder and carjack again. No, that's not good. That's evil. That's the Democrat Party. And if you're not standing up and voting, they love you. Evil people love good people that don't do anything. That Nugent's a radical. Uh-huh. You notice? Did you notice I experiment in self-government? Do you notice that it was my kind of people that went to the Concord Bridge when King George sent his henchmen to kill us and take our guns? Remember those guys? That was the militia. Oh, he's a member of the militia. The militia saved America from the King George tyrants. And you got a problem with the militia. See, people are loopy. So thank you for celebrating good over evil, truth, logic, and common sense. I stink of truth, logic, and common sense. So support those that support us, like Mike Lindell. Really, I know you're going to spend money for gifts for the people that you love. Spend it on MinutemenCoffee.com, CenturyH2O.com, and MyPillow.com. I'm not kidding. Sadie, Coco, and Jackson are sound asleep on MyPillow dog beds. I've actually spooned Shemaine on a large MyPillow dog bed, and it is cushy. The pillow, it's cushy, yummy. Go to MyPillow.com and type in the code SPIRIT and buy stuff for the people that Mike's basically giving this stuff away. It's world-class products made in America. You got to go to MyPillow.com. You want to give a middle finger to the people who hate America? Support Mike Lindell. MyPillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT, and buy lots of quality American-made goods for the people you love. The towels, buy people towels, washcloths, bed toppers, dog beds, shoes, slippers. I think he makes all kinds of stuff. My name is Ted Nugent. This is the Spirit of the Wild, right now on the Real America Voice celebration.